group. It's just too weird.
It is. It is.
Sorry, everybody. We're talking about the failed
No, and
assassination.
sadly, with the level of vitriol that's being thrown by one side in particular, unfortunately, the foolish will be led to even more that kind of activity. We have a heavily armed country, and it's a real waste of resources, that's for sure, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Richard.
You've had more assassinations than anyone else.
Good to see you. I think we mentioned you 3-4 minutes ago.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's my honor to be here.
Good to see you, my dear friends. Welcome to the poetry reading with Shwetha Brains. Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We are live on YouTube. Julian has joined us for the first time. Please welcome Julian Mathews, a versatile artist, poet, serious poet, I would say. We are both known to each other for the last 3 or 4 years, maybe. Yeah. So please welcome him, Julian Mathews, and love you all for joining. And how are you, Richard and Landra, Sara, Swarna, ma'am, Santosh, ma'am, CZ? Love you all. Let's begin the show. Okay, let's begin with our guest first. Julian, mic is yours.
Hi, everyone. Oh, I have to set the tone there. So what is it? Is it 2 poems? 5 minutes?
3 max.
Pardon?
It's 3 minutes.
Oh, okay. Can I share screen? Okay, here goes. Thank you for having me. Senescence. When you have no more use for it as a balm, a salve, an opiate, put it down. Let it go. Fall, stall in the air, the way a leaf descends, settles on the ground, like a speeded up film in a documentary. Watch it rot to crumbs. Give in, be reclaimed. In nature, it's called senescence, a death not in vain but necessary obsolescence. Once a blue-green sun-absorbing energy maker churning out glucose to feed growth, exhaling life-giving oxygen in turn, then transforming, evolving, dissolving into nothingness. In my walks, I see some leaves brown, some yellowed, but also a healthy green, strewn like forest confetti, plucked too soon perhaps by some foraging animal, or felled by a storm, windswept, taken. This is not the circle of life. This is life, encircling us, holding us in its forgiving arms, asking us to recognize its nature. Nothing is promised, nothing is assured, nothing guaranteed. Yes, be bold, strive, reach out, but also choose. And it's a deliberate, conscious choice to belong to someone, hold out for them, grow with them. And when it's time, be it suddenly, as may be the case, or excruciatingly lingering and long, recognize the shared pain of trees, to shed, break, grieve, every fallen leaf a memory, yet still rise, a little more each day, a little more every night. Stay upright, be true to the forest, unwavering in faith, knowing their place in it, knowing your place in it, why you're still here, why you still exist, why you still care. Thank you.
Wow, Julian, that was of very thoughtful and thought-provoking as always. Very serious kind of is to say. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends, to Julian Mathews, who joined us for the first time. Such a lovely personality, very serious guy. Thank you, Julian. Thank you. Please welcome Gopal Purdhani, Lieutenant Colonel Gopal Purdhani. He is a veteran army man who writes in Hindustani language. Please welcome Gopal.
Thanks, Prasanna Sahab. In fact, this time again, I'm talking about the time, वक्त. Last time I said, जिंदगी कभी खत्म नहीं होती. ये टाइम है जो खत्म होता है. जिसका टाइम पूरा हो गया. और जिंदगी चलती रहती है. जिसको भी इमेजिन करो सकता है. एआई में, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस में, वो तो सारी जिंदगी रिप्रोड्यूस कर देते हैं, हिस्ट्री. तो मैं आज आपको पेश कर रहा हूं सबसे पहले एक दो 4 लाइनर्स, रुबाइयां, मतलब चौपाइयां कि विज्ञान निर्माताओं से, जो बनाने वाले हैं, वैज्ञानिकों और निर्माताओं से मेरी इतनी गुजारिश है, इंसान की आत्मा से ये सिफारिश है, मत बनाओ कुदरती बर्बादी का सामान. बम बना दिए, मिसाइल बना दी, रॉकेट बना दिए. क्या जरूरत है? इससे किसको मारोगे? अपने आप भी खत्म होगा. जिंदगी खत्म करोगे? नहीं करो, मत करो. ये मैंने अपने इस किताब में भी यही कुछ लिखा है. अब ये भी किताब मेरी लास्ट बुक है, दिन पहले ही रिलीज हुई है. तो इसमें यही चीज है. और फिर मैंने लिखा है कि बड़ी दूर से आया हूं, 80 साल से भी दूर, एक संदेश लाया हूं इतना, सुने उसको जरूर. नफरत को नफरत करो, प्यार को करो प्यार, खुशियां मिलेंगी सब तरफ, बहार ही बहार. खुशियां मिलेंगी सब तरफ, बहार ही बहार. बहुत बहुत नमस्कार. मैं अभी अपनी पोइम पर आता हूँ. मैंने बोला कि मैं वक्त पर लिखा है. समय क्या है, क्यों है, उसका मतलब क्या है, उसका हम सबसे अच्छा यूज कैसे कर सकते हैं, ये इस पोइम में है. कि वक्त एक रफ्तार से चलता, वक्त की कभी रफ्तार बदलती नहीं. वक्त एक रफ्तार से चलता है, किसी के रोकता नहीं. सबसे ताकतवर है ये, किसी भी भार से झुकता नहीं. न कभी नजर आता है और यकीनन गुजर जाता है. वक्त ऐसी चीज है, न कभी नजर आता है और यकीनन गुजर जाता है. जब निकल गया एक बार तो वापस न कभी भी आता. वक्त क्या है, क्यों है, इस पर विचार करना चाहिए. जीवन में हमेशा ही ठीक मौके का इंतजार करना चाहते हैं. जैसे opportunity always comes. You have to avail that opportunity. You have to catch that time and do accordingly. जीवन में हमेशा ही ठीक मौके का इंतजार करना चाहिए. वक्त जिंदगी की मियाद है. It is the limit of life. वक्त जिंदगी की मियाद है, हमसे रोक के गुजरना है, इसके होके हम होके गुजरना है, इसके हर पहलू से हम होके गुजरना है. वक्त के पास मौका है हर इंसान के लिए. जो ज्ञान पाना चाहता है उसके ज्ञान के लिए, ज्ञान पाकर उसका ठीक इस्तेमाल कीजिए. ये मेरी गुजारिश है, ये मेरी इच्छा है, ये मेरी उमंग है. ज्ञान पाकर उसका ठीक इस्तेमाल कीजिए. जो लोग बेहाल हैं वो बहाल कीजिए. बहाल मैंने उनका कंडीशन बढ़ाओ, उनकी कंडीशन ठीक करो. बहाल. बेहाल होता है जिसकी कंडीशन ठीक नहीं होती, वक्त ठीक नहीं होता, बहुत गमगीन होता है. जितना हो सके तुमसे कमजोर के मददगार बनो. जितना हो सके तुमसे कमजोर के मददगार करो. जिनका कोई नहीं उनका आधार बनो, उनका आधार बनो. जिनका कोई नहीं उनका आधार. यही वक्त का सही इस्तेमाल है आपके लिए, सबके लिए, मेरे लिए। नमस्कार।
धन्यवाद सर, धन्यवाद। बेहाल को बहाल करो और नफरत को नफरत करो। बहुत खूब सर। एंड yes, time is very important and you utilize that. You make most of it. Thank you for your rendition. Thank you. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please give a round.
Thank you,
Gopal
Purdhani.
Purdhani.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Please welcome our Acharya Lantern Carrier.
Thank you, my brother. Just bring up a poem. You, my light of paradise. I shall look at you the way I look at moonlight, pure, incandescent, and unblemished. My soul shall paint your smile the way Da Vinci painted Mona, mysterious, intimate, and unsullied, tracing the grandeur of your beauty to the end of timeless time. You'll be my rainbow, hovering on the crest of sunsets and horizons, unfurling to the light like radiant sunflowers. Your hues a mesmerizing tapestry, adorning my core with your breathtaking rays. Together, we'll listen as the larks sing, carry the olive branch of the dove in flight inside our golden temple. Like magnolias, I shall always blossom in your firmament of light, like seasonal spring, paying homage to the unspoken glory of creation. Until tomorrow, I shall leave the shutters closed so that the decor and ambience of your wondrous silhouette will remain imprinted deep down in the tabernacle of my soul forever. I had searched endlessly for you, for eons without success, yet you came suddenly, me, unaware, until you slipped into my being like the moon does at twilights when I am stargazing. I so cherish those I love yous in silence, for they make my breath quickens, my pulse beat that much faster, my inner sanctum fluttering like butterflies. Oh, lover, I pray that I will never take you lightly. I see a cute smile hidden in the folds of moonlight and dancing in shooting stars. You blush in the aroma of jasmines, hide in the scented wafts of petunias, lavenders, roses, and camellias. Your love for me is timeless, and in my silent moments, when my inner storms have been abated, I can hear your I love yous resonating an enthralling melody in the sacred longing of my heart. I shall always worship at the feet of your stunning beauty, me, being wooed into serenity by the songs you sing so sweetly that I become entranced by your captivating eloquence, the stir of your unspoken cadences, mesmerizing the magnificence of my soul. The butterfly within me becomes like the wings of a condor, for amidst immaculate deafness, there's vibrancy and hope, accompanied by a freedom that soars to immeasurable delights. I know that desire can play endless tricks with the emotions, but you, my sweetest Shyama, dazzles within and without. Again, you like a most nourishing tea, revealing your essence only when I exert myself in brewing meticulously. I sit at your table, my heart overflowing with the delectable nature of thy taste. The full moon is near, but even as my heart and awe prepare for the magnificence of its glory, my soul whispers sweet mutterings to you, my sweetheart, lover of unspoken beauty. This creation is full of heroic emotions, but you and you alone are the light of my destiny. I would like to say you're bewildering, ineffable, that I miss you. Yet, just as I sometimes stare at stars, at constellations in silent wonder, so too, whenever I gaze at you, I become mute and inebriated, drunk with the wine of celestial bliss, such as can only be experienced by a bridegroom distraught from the agony of longing for your supernal sweetness. Lantern Carrier, thank you.
Wow, wow. We got lost in your words, so we never get take lightly your poems, of course. Rainbow words, oh, whatever words. Uh, Lovely having you, Acharya. Thank you. Thanks you for joining. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends.
Thank you so much.
That was Landon. How about calling Swarna? Swarna, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. Hi,
Mike
everyone.
is
I have two poems today. The first one is called Collateral Damage of a Dark Circus. Palm trees whisper and glow at night, speaking tales of ancestors gone by. A cool autumn breeze is followed by an orchestra of creatures singing their sweet lullabies. The ocean shoves the shoreline further and further inside, and we are the collateral damage of a universe turning its merry-go-ride, opening our chamber of lies night after night. For all our troubles and worries, we are but a speck to the skies. We wear our insecurities like ugly Christmas sweaters, avoiding the elephant in the room all the time. It's all one big accident anyway, right? The creation of the universe? The universe is like the Titanic. We watch as it slowly sinks to its own demise, but we can't do anything except conjure ourselves a bit of light to keep ourselves warm and cozy at night. Our faces change like mood rings with each stage of destruction that passes by. The vagabonds and ruffians take over, and the circus invites us to accept the darkness that circles our eyes. In today's society, girls don't leave before midnight, and there's no Prince Charming to slip onto us a glass slipper. Why make the effort when he can just swipe right? We try so hard to hear the truth inside us, but following our instincts is often a game of telephone, where truth metamorphosizes peculiarly into a mind-numbing lie. God probably watches us quietly like an owl, thinking to himself, trying to save these lunatics is the most bizarre intention to have, all right. Sometimes exercising our right to vote is our version of playing music while we still can, even when the ship is almost 90 degrees upright. Pushing the envelope and trying to save us from our own future is the destiny of only a few. Most of us are just here, hanging steadfast onto the hope that in the end there will be a lifeboat to take them home, where daffodils will sing and fireflies will spark their headlights, where they will be cherished like a baby. That is what I hear sometimes from my ancestors. Come home, daughter, home sweet home. Thank you all. And then I have, thank you. I have one more. This is called The Oasis of Truth. I bow down to the power of truth. Truth, I am in awe of you. You are music, love, beauty, and you create every shape of divinity. You are my compass, my captain, my muse, and you never lose. I adore you, I praise you, I surrender to you, and when you come home to me, you are pure ecstasy. I fall at your feet, for I know that you are infinity. Empty me of animosity and fill me up with curiosity. I want to be just like you. Thank you so much.
You're a brilliant soul, Swarna. I would say that. Very inquisitive. I mean, what do you call introspective? Lots of things went into your poems. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Swarna. Please welcome Richard Spisak.
Thank you, my friends. An honor to be among you. I'm going to wax philosophical today. I have two fresh poems, one about Lao Tzu and one about Immanuel Kant. So let's see how the time goes. Here we go. This first one is called My Favorite Philosopher. And let me share screen. Here we go. Favorite philosopher. My favorite philosopher is Lao Tzu. You might be thinking, Lao who? The simplicity of his thinking appeals to me. It requires very little of us, as well you might see. The local tribe in the place where I was born preferred a religion that I later came to spurn. It's not that it's foolish, it's not that it's dumb, but despite how long practiced, they don't seem to understand how precisely it's done. He references water and finds wisdom there, and yet his worshippers find no necessity to bind him to a chair. The knowledge you need you will find within. It's not about worshiping him at all. Letting go with Lao Tzu is an important theme. All this maintaining of formalities and imposing of schemes often does little more than stultify our dreams. One of his stories he explains very well is the dream of a butterfly. You'll hear he proposes it in quite a spell. He dreams he's a butterfly, but awake, he's a man. Which is realer? On which foot does he stand? Each moment of perception has something to tell. To contend one is realer, it seems pointless as well. Here is an example, my friend, of his sort of teaching. You'll see in an instant the goal that he's reaching. If you want to become whole, let yourself be partial. If you want to become straight, let yourself be crooked. If you want to become full, let yourself be empty. If you want to be reborn, let yourself die. If you want to be given everything, give everything up. This sort of elegant thinking, it seems, pulls most of expectations apart at the scheme. All the examples he's left us in fable and guide, all that pretentious striving can be left by the side. Simplicity, silence, listening within. You're always in church. In simplicity, there's no banners to spin. Another example of his wisdom sheds very much light. I urge you, give a listen. You could get it right. Kindness in words creates confidence. Kindness in thinking creates profoundness. Kindness in giving creates love. I've read many translations of books of wisdom, and very much goodness I have found within them. But in the simple train of Lao Tzu's thinking gives me much guidance and wisdom for living. I first saw the word Zen as a wee little child. My gentle Uncle Gene had several books with it. He was always gentle and mild. A man of the world, a ham operator, globally connected to him, gold, but more of that later. Although I've read widely in religion, over the years, the inclusivity I found brings me this decision. I've read for the Bible, the Koran and such. I've read from the Ramayana and the Upanishads much. I've read from the Egyptian and Tibetan Book of the Dead and learned much wisdom that ultimately sheds much light on existence, celestial and divine. In the simplicity of Zen, I sense much refined. Take any road, I urge you, my chum, with elaborate ritual or in silence you come. To the simplest truth you'll find when you're done. You'll find me, my friend, here and now, in the clear river of Lao Tzu Zen. The wise man is one who knows what he does not know. All streams flow to the sea because it's lower than they are. Humility gives it power. Thank you so much. It's been my pleasure.
I think this requires an extensive review of your poem. That's Immanuel Kant and Lao Tzu, wisdom and philosophy that you put into. Richard, I love you. Take care of your health and get back, get inspiration from you always. That was Richard. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Isabell VanMerlin.
Good morning, everyone. It's very early here in California. I love starting the day out like this with you. I really, yes, it's fun. So let me see. I'd like to share screen. Can I do that? Yes, here, just 1 second. Okay, I wrote this a little earlier this week, and it's a happy poem, a good memory. I had 3 older sisters. The youngest of them had 6 sons. Yes, count them, 6. And they are all smart and fun and have a great sense of humor. Their dad was a preacher. Richard, speaking of religion. Okay, their dad was a preacher who got run out of Alabama by the Klan because he and a bunch of other Presbyterian ministers thought Christian students should be able to fellowship together once a year, no matter their color or college. I mean, there was only one Jesus of Nazareth, yes? So the family moved to West Virginia, where the people's skin was colored by coal dust. There came a time when one of the sons was getting married. The oldest sister and I went up to West Virginia to the wedding and got there in time for the rehearsal dinner. The dinner was held in the church basement, and the menu was pizza. It was quite good, and all were having a good time when the youngest son came round asking who wanted seconds. My oldest sister said she'd like cheese. Young nephew asked me, "Would you like veterinarian?" He surely knew that I like dogs, the four-legged kind, not the round cylindrical ones that you usually eat on a bun with mustard and ketchup and such. I mean, he had celebrated my birthday a few years before with candles in a banana, an orange, and an apple. He's a clinical psychologist now. I'm still a vegetarian. I hope you understand that. Okay.
We understood, and our storyteller is here who could greatly analyze your poem. I would say that, but yes, beautiful, Isabel. You love always you are you spread out positive vibes always whenever you join. So that was Isabel. Thank you, Isabel.
Thank you.
Let me remind you that the time is running out, and July 30 is the last date for the submission. You all are required to send your two poems of your, mother tongue. If you are non English speakers, they could spend in send in mother tongue and translation of their poem, and English speakers, native speakers, they could send two poems. So, Reach for the Sky. Sara Arshad is up next.
Hello, Kumar and everyone. I hope you are well. This is afternoon in Lahore, Pakistan here, and it's a quite pleasant afternoon after so many days of humidity, and it was quite tough to face that. Okay, I have a poem regarding the pleasant spring nights because I'm heartily missing springtime these days. Okay, here we go. Pleasant. Am I audible? Okay. Pleasant spring nights and half-covered blankets. My thoughts, my pain, my joy, all are mine with no vein. Blossoming flowers, enriched with colors, dragging me into my childhood, sharing so many giggles with my mother, innocent acts and playing with my father, loving all those who shared those days with me, blessed with the presence of new friends. No time to regret if anyone is gone. Cherish them, love them, miss them. Leaving a corner for them in my heart. Walking ahead with two beautiful smiles. My, uh, something has happened to my drive. Sorry. I'm sorry, Prasanna. Can you give me an extern? There is a problem in my documents appearance.
Yeah, sure. Okay. But it was lovely.
It's gone. It's gone.
Okay.
It's gone. Can I restart from the
Sorry?
where I have just got? Can I
Yeah,
restart?
please
I
go.
have. Okay.
Please.
Loving all those who shared those moments with me, blessed with the presence of new friends, no time to regret if anyone is gone. Cherish them, love them, miss them, leaving a corner for them in my heart, walking ahead with two beautiful smiles. Hopes are filled inside, that's all, I will work well. I am a mother, a sister, and a friend, and a learner, firm, confident, and ready to enjoy the delight. For those days I could never see, in the presence of blessed friend, I will continue to smile. Thank you. And there is another one. There is another one, and it is the title is A Bright Star. This is also a kind of a prayer that I always ask from the Almighty. A brighter star is on its way, all I can see, bringing lots of smiles and asking worries to flee. I am ready to welcome and hold its hand. Rainbow and butterflies will be there on that blessed land. Truth and friendship prevail there, all I know. No agony will be there, happiness to grow. Just waiting for its arrival, may it get us soon. Not like others who were lost in the way and left us in doom. God witnesses all and decides best for us. Not before time we will get it. No need to make a fuss. Pain gets over, but takes time. Do keep in mind prayers and just prayer for those who are left behind. That's it. Thank you.
God witnesses all, exactly the point. So should be very careful, whatever the action that we commit and whatever we do. Uh, uh, so that was lovely conversation. Thank you, Sara Didi. Thank you, Sara Arshad, joining us from Lahore. Thank you, my dear friends. Please give a round of applause to Sara Arshad. Please welcome Alexandra Psaropoulou.
Hello.
Alexandra.
A simple poem for today. The brother Rao does not complain. How could I let him grow old alone, his hands wrinkly and slow, doing the daily chores with grinding move? How could I let him grow old alone, sitting in his garden picking lemons and oranges, staring at the hollow sunset? How could I let him grow old alone, watching television covered by a blanket on the couch, no female curves beside? How could I let him grow old alone, the man who wounded me heartlessly so many times? How could I let him grow old alone, the man who cared for me heartfully so many times? How could I? Thank you.
How could you? Beautiful and very touching, I would say. Very touching.
And very simple.
Touching. Very simple. Rao. You mentioned Rao.
Like the Rao comes in here.
Thank you.
Only ma'am, I can say.
Rao, I hope you're happy.
Yeah, you made me happy. Yeah, you made me happy.
Thank you. That was you bring shares. So thank you. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Very touching lines. Please welcome Dr. Santosh Bakaya, a very well-known writer, poet, and very esteemed scholar. Dr. Santosh Bakaya.
Hello, good evening. Hello,
good evening, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So the poem that I'm going to read is from my book, Under the Apple Boughs. Under the Apple Boughs. So it's a longish poem, but I think it will be over in 2 minutes. And the name of the poem is, Please, I Want Some More. Inspired by dear geographer. Softly in the night, a figure comes. Softly in the night, a figure comes and stands by my bed. Handsome face, suffused in worry lines, cautious in spread. Sheets in 1,001 fragrances of yesteryears, reminding me so subtly of that guava tree, Their parakeets chattered. I still remember one parakeet, bruised and battered, nursed back to life by that figure which often comes and stands by my bed, softly, stealthily, and so soothingly. I eavesdrop on the nocturnal sounds of silence, mingling with the soft cadences of yesteryear's lost rhyme, and in hushed whispers try to mine that wonderful time. Those picnics of untrammeled fun in the rambling courtyards of mottled folks, watched enviously by the wattled folks and the bright-eyed urchins with spittle-smeared smiles and grins. The soothing notes of a lullaby fall into my ears, traveling across years and years and years, soft and sweet. What a melody is sweet! When tethered to sick fatigue and the languid doubt, I wonder what this harried life is all about. Chasing runaway kites to shepherds' shacks, standing at the end of thorny tracks, picking berries in the undulating meadows where the scarecrows wordlessly hobnobbed with the birds, interspersed with granny's chuckles, those faint shadows crying over undone buckles, churning of that homemade ice cream. Was it just a passing fancy, a rosy dream? But these times have a resilient knack of coming back, disguised as memories, and peeping through a crack, springing up ghost-like from shadowy nooks, while watching naughty brats like canny crooks, chasing agile rooks. They pounce at me. It is a pyrrhic victory won. So many years thrown away, but reclaimed in those memories of a lost time, in an unguarded moment, mundane or grandiloquent, they rise with just one refrain. We are here, there, everywhere, in the air. Catch us if you can, catch us if you can. We are an overcrowded store, and like Oliver Twist, I plead for some more. I plead for some more. Can I have some more? Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, lively, exuberant, and songs of silence came alive from you. What a brilliant performance. I would say it is a mix of reading and performance. Brilliant, ma'am. And, very much energetic, I would say. That was Dr. Santosh Bakaya. I don't know why she puts magazine, but that's Santosh Bakaya, Dr. Santosh Bakaya. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for joining.
Magazine is my husband's surname, and he's Lalit's magazine. So I'm Santosh Bakaya.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks for joining. And please welcome Dr. Molly Joseph. Dr. Molly Joseph is yet again a wonderful personality, very well-known author, poet, award-winning. Please welcome Dr. Molly Joseph. Ma'am, Dr. Molly Joseph. Yes.
Hi, Prasanna. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am.
Yeah, because the supply is off and on, so I left my computer and took my laptop. Is it okay, the sound?
Yes, perfect, ma'am, perfect.
Perfect, okay. Yes, so happy to join you once again. And here goes my poem. After Santosh Ji, it's a welcome break to shift to some other area. It is wonderful, all the poems. I loved it. Especially with Lantern, then coming over with all the other people, including my dear Alexandra. It is a welcome experience. So let me put in my little bit. The beast slouches gingerly from herds hidden with him. The beast slouches gingerly from herds hidden with him. People, nations, smothered greed crouches to gather wealth, power, domination. Spitting fumes of fire, licking out all traces of life, it devours everything to destruction. Peaceful and hills smashed, put to fire. The helpless rush of ants scattered, scampering. The little one glares at the magic of thunder, scintillations. Thunder scintillations from above, seldom realizing its silencing act. He clings to his mother, hugging his favorite toy. Scattered bodies, ravaged earth. Relentless, the beast proceeds. Who is there to stall its advance? Where is David who killed the Goliath? Will the dust gathered on my dead words suffice? Waiting for that one day of redemption from the onslaught. Sure, it would dawn one day, waiting for that one day. No, humanity will emerge to save itself, containing the beast, within, without. Let suppressed, submerged springlets spurt out human kindness and love, inundating, baptizing all. Let realization dawn crisp and clear. No space for bees, but for fluttering doves of peace. No space for bees, but for fluttering doves of peace. Thank you. Thank you, dears.
I've taken a powerful rendition, ma'am. No space for peace. What a wonderful, very top.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Sometimes we're not able to, say whatever we could, intend to. But, evoke, kind of emotional almost. Thank you, ma'am. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Dr. Roopali Sircar Gaur. I have no words.
Thank you, Prasanna. Can you hear me? Thank
Yes,
you,
ma'am.
Prasanna, and good evening, dear friends who are poets. I'm going to read a poem on France. It's France's National Day today. And on the 14th of July, I think 1789, if I got the date correct, the Fort of Bastille was attacked and the revolution began. That is when the revolution began. I was in Paris 44 years ago on this day, and I've written a travel thing which is on my post this morning. But this is called Quietly Flowed the Seine. The Seine River is on which the river on which Paris is situated. Can you hear me clearly, Prasanna? Okay,
yes,
so
yes.
quietly flowed the Seine. Early morning, the bus slipped off the boat which crossed the English Channel. I looked out of the window as it rolled down the early morning deserted streets. A wind blew streaks of yesterday's newspaper, coffee-stained paper cups flew across the street. The untidy entry into Paris was a surprise. It could be any leftover from the night city. Only the Eiffel Tower loomed, romancing the Parisian sky. It was a national holiday, Bastille Day, we were told. Soon our feet, firmly on French soil, We looked up at the sky. It was no different from what I had left behind. A gendarme strolled across, that's a French policeman, a very familiar, dark-skinned, short, and smiling. You are from India, he asked. Oh, yes. You too, I replied. Yes. Indian gendarme in Paris, French citizen from India. Pondicherry in South India, once occupied by the French. The conqueror, the conquered, and the free citizen now met in this beautiful city. On the embankment, a lover lay her head on her beloved's lap. The many bridges bowed as the boat slipped under them. We were in city, Paris, the city of love. Thank you so much.
Oh, how beautiful, ma'am. You always, Santosh ma'am wants to say something. Yeah, please go ahead, ma'am. But yes.
So timely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Just love listening to you for a pretty long time. Roopali ji, thank you.
Thank you so much, Santosh.
Thank you. She always tries to write in these experiences that she experienced. So that is something, gives her the beauty of Roopali ma'am poems.
I was a very young, hungry, poor student type who was in Paris 44 years ago on this day. And, one learned to live on just one meal perhaps and very little money. But there is a pleasure in traveling with very little money. There's a tremendous pleasure. I think there's great fun not to have money. Those days you got $8 only for traveling. Thank you so much.
Beautiful, man. We haven't yet opened eyes then, maybe. So it would be so beautiful. It's like that kind of experience. You're young, that's quite challenging, as always. Life experiences. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Jackie Chou. Jackie Chou joined us after a long gap. Please welcome Jackie. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing really good. I just joined, so can I go like maybe in a few minutes, ask somebody to go first because I just joined.
Sure. Yeah,
and
sure,
I
sure,
don't
sure.
have. Okay,
Sure,
thank
sure.
you.
Okay, let me ask Satinder Kaur ma'am to take over, maybe.
Hi, yeah. Good evening. Good evening, Prasanna ji, and good evening to all the poets here. Love to see you here, and I really enjoy to listen to the poems recited by all the eminent poet friends. So today I think I should recite a Punjabi poem. As Prasanna ji, you wanted some days back. I have written a poem and a translation of the poem into English also. So here is the poem, first in Punjabi and then a translation because you people won't be able to understand the whole essence.
Just is enough, ma'am. Just is enough. Just is enough.
Okay.
Just is enough.
The title is Rabbi Kirpa. Rabbi Kirpa, the divine grace. ਤੱਕਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਉੱਪਰ ਤੱਕਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਉੱਪਰ ਕਰਦੀ ਰੱਬ ਅੱਗੇ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਚਮਕ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਨ 'ਚ ਉਮੀਦ ਭਰ ਕੇ ਆਂਦਰਾਂ ਸੁੱਕੀ ਧਰਤੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਬੁਲਬੁਲਾ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਫੁੱਲ ਮੁਰਝਾਏ ਤੇ ਪੱਤੇ ਸਨ ਸਿਰ ਝੁਕਾਏ ਅੱਗ ਦਾ ਗੋਲਾ ਝੁਲਸਿਆ ਘਾਹ ਬੱਚੇ ਪਰੇਸ਼ਾਨ ਛੁਪਦੇ ਮਾਂ ਦੇ ਲੀੜਿਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੱਚੇ ਪਰੇਸ਼ਾਨ ਛੁਪਦੇ ਮਾਂ ਦੇ ਲੀੜਿਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ। ਪੰਛੀਆਂ ਸਿਰ ਸੁੱਟੇ, ਪੰਛੀਆਂ ਸਿਰ ਸੁੱਟੇ, ਜਾਨਵਰ ਦੁਬਕੇ ਵਿਆਕੁਲ ਹੋ ਕੇ। ਫੇਰ ਅਚਾਨਕ ਵਗੀਆਂ ਹਵਾਵਾਂ ਤੇਜ਼, ਫੇਰ ਅਚਾਨਕ ਵਗੀਆਂ ਹਵਾਵਾਂ ਤੇਜ਼, ਸਨੇਹਾ ਪ੍ਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨੂੰ ਜਲਦੀ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਉਣ ਦੇ ਲਈ। ਤਾਂ ਦੇਖੋ ਇਹ ਚਮਤਕਾਰ, ਦੇਖੋ ਇਹ ਚਮਤਕਾਰ, ਤੋਹਫਾ ਅੰਬਰਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਪਹੁੰਚਿਆ, ਤੋਹਫਾ ਅੰਬਰਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਪਹੁੰਚਿਆ, ਚਿਰੀ ਧਰਤੀ ਦੀ ਹਿੱਕ ਤੇ, ਚਿਰੀ ਧਰਤੀ ਦੀ ਹਿੱਕ ਤੇ। ਬੜੇ ਅਦਬ ਨਾਲ ਆਸ-ਪਾਸ ਮਿੱਟੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਫ਼ ਕਰਦਾ, ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਨਰਮੀ ਨਾਲ ਤੇ ਫੇਰ ਤੇਜ਼ ਬੋਛਾਰ। ਗਲੀਆਂ ਬਦਲੀਆਂ ਵੱਲ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਦਰਿਆਵਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ, ਗਲੀਆਂ ਬਦਲੀਆਂ ਵੱਲ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਦਰਿਆਵਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ। ਬੱਚੇ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਨਾਲ ਪਾਣੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਾਰਨ ਛਾਲਾਂ, ਬੱਚੇ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਨਾਲ ਪਾਣੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਾਰਨ ਛਾਲਾਂ। ਕਿਸ਼ਤੀਆਂ ਕਾਗਜ਼ ਦੀਆਂ ਮੁਕਾਬਲੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲਗਾਉਣ ਦੌੜਾਂ। ਯਾਦਾਂ ਤਾਜ਼ੀਆਂ ਕਰ ਸ਼ਾਮਿਲ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਮਿੱਤਰਾਂ ਨਾਲ, ਯਾਦਾਂ ਤਾਜ਼ੀਆਂ ਕਰ ਸ਼ਾਮਿਲ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਮਿੱਤਰਾਂ ਨਾਲ। ਠੰਡੀਆਂ ਬੌਛਾਰਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਚਪਨ ਫੇਰ ਜੀ ਲਵਾਂ, ਠੰਡੀਆਂ ਬੌਛਾਰਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਚਪਨ ਫੇਰ ਜੀ ਲਵਾਂ। ਕੁਦਰਤ ਦੇ ਇਸ ਹਸੀਨ ਰੰਗ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਫੇਰ ਮਾਣ ਲਵਾਂ। ਪਾਣੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਛਿੱਟੇ ਆਸ-ਪਾਸ ਮਾਰਾਂ, ਪਾਣੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਛਿੱਟੇ ਆਸ-ਪਾਸ ਮਾਰਾਂ। ਨੱਚ-ਨੱਚ ਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਮਨਾਵਾਂ ਚਾਅ, ਨੱਚ-ਨੱਚ ਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਮਨਾਵਾਂ ਚਾਅ। ਕਿਰਪਾ ਰੱਬ ਦੀ ਰਹੇ, ਸੁਖ ਸ਼ਾਂਤੀ ਮਾਣਾ ਮੈਂ। ਮੁਸਕਰਾਉਂਦੇ ਫੁੱਲ ਖੁੱਲ ਕੇ, ਪੱਤੇ ਨੱਚਦੇ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹੋ ਕੇ। ਮੁਸਕਰਾਉਂਦੇ ਫੁੱਲ ਖੁੱਲ ਕੇ, ਪੱਤੇ ਨੱਚਦੇ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹੋ ਕੇ। ਕਲੋਲਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਜਾਨਵਰ, ਪੰਛੀ ਮਿੱਠੇ ਗੀਤ ਗਾਉਂਦੇ। ਸ਼ੁਕਰ ਮਨਾਉਂਦੇ, ਸ਼ੁਕਰ ਮਨਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਰ ਸਾਹ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਸ਼ੁਕਰ ਮਨਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਰ ਸਾਹ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਜੋਸ਼ ਗਰਮੀ ਦਾ ਹੁਣ ਹੈ ਘੱਟ ਹੋਇਆ, ਜਜ਼ਬਾ ਮਨੁੱਖਤਾ ਦਾ ਮੁੜ ਹੈ ਜੀਵੰਤ ਹੋਇਆ। ਜੋਸ਼ ਗਰਮੀ ਦਾ ਹੁਣ ਹੈ ਘੱਟ ਹੋਇਆ, ਜਜ਼ਬਾ ਮਨੁੱਖਤਾ ਦਾ ਮੁੜ ਹੈ ਜੀਵਿਤ ਹੋਇਆ। Thank you. Thank you. So, a few words for everyone to understand. The title is Divine Grace. With brightened eyes and hopeful mind, with brightened eyes and hopeful mind, I look above for His divine grace. For the earth was parched, its entrails rumbling, the flowers faded and leaves drooping. The fireball blanching the grass brown, the fireball blanching the grass brown. Children restless, hiding in their mothers' gowns. Children restless, hiding in their mothers' gowns. Birds booing and animals crouching in dismay. Then, suddenly, the strong winds with heavy wings blew hard, carrying the message of the Lord above. And lo, the gift from the skies reached the cracked earth. With a gentle touch, cleanses the dust. And then its gentleness leaping into sharp showers, streets taking shape of the winding rivers, children jubilant, wading waters in glee, their paper boats racing with competitive spree. I too, nostalgic, with friends would join. I too, nostalgic, with friends would join reliving my childhood in the cooling rain, splashing and twirling in the nature's loving embrace, finding solace and peace in his bountiful grace. Flowers smile widens, leaves dance delightfully, birds cooing, animals frisking, breathe in life gratefully. Summer's heat has beaten the retreat. Summer's heat has beaten the retreat, leaving the humanity with spirits revived. Leaving the humanity with spirits revived. Thank you.
So how beautiful, ma'am. We could understand in original language itself because this the many words are good understandable and very soothing and very meditative kind, I would say. Uh, and the way you read it, it's very composed, very balanced, subtle. I like your reading, especially.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Like sizzle on the parched earth, and I really loved it. It had a very cleansing, serene, sublime effect. Kudos to you. Beautiful poem.
Thank you, Santosh Ji. Thank you, everyone. Actually, this thing I had done for the first time. I wrote a poem in Punjabi and then tried to translate it into English. So then I thought this is the best platform because there are so many writers and poets here, and maybe they will enjoy. They will not be able to understand Punjabi, but then maybe they will enjoy the translation later on.
But it's
Thank you so
very,
much.
I would say it is very meditative kind, and now it's honest life on you to send that the same poem, kind for the anthology. Thank you,
Actually,
ma'am.
I don't
Thank you. Such
know
a
how to type in Punjabi. I don't know how to type, and then I'll get it typed if you really like it.
sure. Thank you. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Prabha Shastri Joshila. Yes, Prabha Shastri Joshila. She writes in Kannada, in Telugu, and she is very popular in Karnataka, especially in Mysore. Please welcome Prabha Shastri Joshila.
Good evening to everybody. Prasanna, how are you? First, I will watch them. Okay. This is in Sanskrit. Balye gate kalpita kelilole manomruge daradari shujine manomruge daradari shujine शरीर के जज्जरता प्रयाते विधूयते केवल मेवलोकः. It means బాల్యంలో పలు రకాల ఆటలను కల్పించుకొని ఆడుతూ బాల్యం గడిచిపోతుంది. యవ్వనంలో మనస్సు అనే మృగం భార్య పిల్లలు అనే గుహలో చిక్కుకుని జీర్ణమవుతుంది. శరీరం ముసలిదై శిథిలమవుతుంది. అప్పుడు లోకమంతా అయ్యో జీవితం వృధా అయింది కదా అని ఉత్తిని మరలా దుఃఖిస్తూ ఉంటారు. అది మీనింగ్. Now I will read one poem, that is Asha. ఉంది నాకు ఆశ ఉంది. ఉంది నాకు ఆశ ఉంది. నాలో ఆశ ఉంది. నీలోనూ ఆశ ఉంది. నీలోనూ ఆశ ఉంది. ఎవరిలో లేదు ఆశ? ఎవరిలో లేదు ఆశ? నాకు ఒక కళ ఉంది. నాకొక కళ ఉంది, నీలోనూ కళ ఉంది, నీలోనూ కళ ఉంది. ఎవరికి లేవు కళలు? ఎవరికి లేవు కళలు? నాకు హృదయం ఉంది, నాకు ఒక హృదయం ఉంది. నీకు హృదయం లేదా? నీకు హృదయం ఉంది కదా, మరి నాకెందుకు ఇయ్యో? మరి నాకెందుకు ఇయ్యో? నాలో ద్వేషం ఉంది, నీలోనూ ద్వేషం ఉంది, నీలోనూ ద్వేషం ఉంది. కానీ ఎవరికి లేవు దోషాలు? ఎవరికి లేవు దేశాలు? ద్వేషాలు. ద్వేషాలు వద్దు, ప్రేమ కావాలి, ప్రేమ కావాలి. నాలో ప్రేమ ఉంది, నీలోనూ ప్రేమ ఉంది. కానీ అర్థం చేసుకో, కానీ నువ్వు అర్థం చేసుకో. నెమ్మదిగా నయనంగా నా ప్రేమను అర్థం చేసుకో, నా ప్రేమను అర్థం చేసుకో. అందరికీ అన్నీ ఉంటాయి, అందరికీ అన్నీ ఉంటాయి. కానీ ప్రేమ అనేది కొంతమందికే ఉంటుంది, ప్రేమ అనేది కొంతమందికే ఉంటుంది. ఆ ప్రేమ నాకు కావాలి, ఆ ప్రేమ నాకు కావాలి, నీ నుంచే కావాలి, నీ నుంచే కావాలి. విడిచే ధైర్యం లేదు నాకు. కానీ ఎవరికి లొంగను, కానీ ఎవరికి లొంగను. నీకు మాత్రం నా ప్రేమ పంచుతాను. మానవ జన్మే అంతా, అవునా? మానవ జన్మే అంతా ప్రేమతో మెలగాలి, స్నేహంతో కలవాలి, అందరితో మెలగాలి. నిస్వార్థ సేవ చేస్తే ఉండాలి, నిస్వార్థ సేవ చేస్తూ ఉండాలి. విశ్వంలో నీకు నువ్వుగా పేరును లిఖించుకోవాలి, నీకు నువ్వుగా నీ పేరును లిఖించుకోవాలి. అదే అదే గొప్ప ప్రభావం. అవునా? అవునా? నమస్కారం.
Okay, what an expressive, always understand my love, understand my feelings, shun hatred, love me, love. Everyone has everything, everyone has feelings, everyone has desires, everyone has wishes, everyone has everything. But shun the hatred, love me, love yourself, and everything else is bonus. So. Love is all about understand my love, feel my love. So that is the gist of Prabha Sastry ma'am's poem. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Such a beautiful expression. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So beautiful, so beautiful. Please welcome Sreedharan Parokode. He's a lovely poet. He always brings out the freshness of the soil. Sreedharan Parokode.
Am I audible, Ji? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
4 lines from Malayalam and then another 4 line range. As I remember, as I പുതുമഴ തൻ കുളിരിലലിഞ്ഞും പൂപ്പാട്ടിൻ താളമെടുത്തും പുന്നെല്ലിൻ മണമുണ്ടിട്ടും പൂക്കൈതകൾ പുഞ്ചിരി തൂകി. പുതുമഴ തൻ കുളിരിലലിഞ്ഞും പൂപ്പാട്ടിൻ താളമെടുത്തും പുന്നെല്ലിൻ മണമുണ്ടിട്ടും പൂക്കൈതകൾ പുഞ്ചിരി തൂകി. തോട്ടിന്റെ കരയിലിരിക്കും ചെറുകൊറ്റി പറന്നു പറഞ്ഞു പുഴവറ്റി വരണ്ടു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ കാര്യങ്ങൾ പറയാനുണ്ടോ. തോട്ടിന്റെ കരയിലിരിക്കും ചെറുകൊറ്റി പറന്നു പറഞ്ഞു പുഴവറ്റി വരണ്ടു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ കാര്യങ്ങൾ പറയാനുണ്ടോ. Then some lines from Elixir of Life, Elixir of Love. Can love of mother be explained with the help of a graphical note? Can love of mother be explained with the help of a graphical note? Can it be elaborated by citation of exclusive examples and elucidated paraphrases? Can it be elaborated by citation of exclusive examples and elucidated by paraphrases. Mother's attachment is emotion. Mother's attachment is emotion, opened up round the clock, kept alive, though aloof with 1,000 tongues and immeasurable silence. Kept alive, though aloof with 1,000 tongues and immeasurable silence. Thank you. Thank you.
Measurable sense, undoubtedly, sir. It cannot be measured. Mother's love, and we always love your short, very crispy readings and with your Malayalam flavor, catching up. So beautiful. I love your singing always. Thank you, thank you. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Sreedharan Parokode. Please welcome Sneha Goel. Yeah, this is our team member. I would proudly say that. And she is a storyteller and a reviewer, teacher, beautiful personality. Please welcome Sneha Goel.
Thank you, Prasanna. My poem is, have we ever thought if poetry would exist in case our kind doesn't? Ring of morning bell wouldn't, but chirping of sparrows would. Claps of exuberance would not, but splashing of rain would. Chatters of monotonous routines would not, but hooting of owls would. Noise at construction sites would not, but roar of a lioness to protect her cubs would. 56 colorful dishes would no longer adore the plate, but wildflowers and grasses would blossom. Crayons and brushes would serve no purpose, but rainbows would allure the creator. Mirrors would no longer be of service, but ponds and lakes would reflect the sky. Tall towers may stand crumbled, but mountains would be proud of its ice caps. The sweet smell of a baby would be wiped out, but roses and mograss will still attract the bees. Room fresheners would have no charm, but oranges and guavas will have apes around. The earthy smell of first rain we fill in bottles would lose its meaning, but earth would again be home. Spicy, tangy, and sweet wouldn't be packed, instead be spread on meadows and forests, cherished by the animal souls who eat to feed, not out of greed. Unlike humans who grow hybrids to get the taste and quantity infinite. But there is something special about being human. Perhaps that is why the Creator created us. Who'd feel the rain on palm, the rush of air in a speeding car, the warmth of sun on a wintry day, the tears on eyes to wash away pain, the hug so warm to melt in a moment, the sparkle in eyes on seeing a lovely sight. Poetry would still be there if there are no humans, just that there would be no soul to capture its charm. Thank you.
Oh, great. Let's stop provoking and environmental. Many of the aspects have we covered in this very kind of different perspective that is tried to put in. Wonderful. Uh, please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Thanks for joining. And please welcome Sudipta Mishra.
Dear Prasanna sir, may be audible?
Yes.
May be audible?
Yes, yes.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Thanks. Everyone must know that the car festival, the famous car festival, is going on in Puri, and I am blessed that I reside here. So my poem will be dedicated to Lord Jagannath. Few days back, Prasanna sir also suggested me to write a poem in my mother tongue, like Satinder So I wrote it in Odia, in my regional language, for the first time maybe. Before that, I have translated my poem.
Ma'am, we can't hear you. Sudipta. Yes, please. Go ahead. Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead, please. Please read out your poem, please. Hello? Yeah. Okay, maybe we could move on to our next poet. Let us call upon Jackie Chou. Jackie, are you ready?
Okay, now I'm ready. Yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and read poems that are accepted by the Cityscape anthology. Okay, I'll read maybe both poems from the anthology. The first one is called I Have Left You to Be with the City. I have left you to walk on concrete roads, sparkling with mica, speckled with spit gums, some fresh enough to get my soul stuck. The gum stretches out like dough when I lift my feet, the way I adhere to you by some sticky substance, even when I'm away on this frigid sidewalk, lit by the faint morning sun, without the warmth of your hand, your footsteps beside me. And the next poem is called Achy Breaky Heart. I listen to Achy Breaky Heart as the rapidly spinning world tosses me to the edge of the sidewalk, the way his hand released me to a corner of the dance floor, in the splitting shards of the strobe light. A girl abandoned to those seats becomes a woman with nowhere to go on weekday mornings. What mother feeds her child to the gaping mouth of the world, only to be chewed into shreds and then spit out? Yet I was not the one who was torn, my heart green and tough, like a raw persimmon, but him whose love had jolted him, just like the song goes. Thank you.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you for joining after a long gap, and thank you. Such a beautiful poem
Yes.
for the cityscapes, and we got your poems. Thank you for sending. And
Okay,
now
great.
you're part of Manishatvam too, so I'm glad. That was
Yeah.
Jackie. Please give a round of applause, my dear. Thank you. Sudipta has gone, so please welcome Maria.
Good evening, everyone. Happy to be with you all once more. Thank you, Prasanna, for all of your efforts to keep us together on this video meeting. Well, my poem is small. The title of the poem is Never Miss Hope. There are moments we feel uneasy. Disgusting thoughts feed the mind. In bed, we rose sight and insomnia we find. We can't get things all right. A long breath and a deep sigh. The beginning to join the remains and put all of them together. There is light behind the hill. The sun rises to another day. The past is past. We cannot mend it, but another start without the shadow of pen. I do believe. And as I am walking along the dawning of the day, a fresh breeze to calm my fears and make me strong to tread my hopes. Because I do believe there's a new tomorrow. Thank you very much.
There will always be a new tomorrow. Maria, very positive one. Thank you for making tonight, and thank you for being part of Vital Blends. We're like long-time friends, over 7 years. Wow, that's great.
Wow, great. It's a pleasure of mine always. Thank you very much to all of you.
To be receiving your blessings, since 7 years. It's a long time. That was Maria.
Yes.
Please give it up to my dear friends. Thank you, Maria. Please welcome CJ.
Thank you.
Yes. Go ahead, Chyrel. CJ, yes.
Oh, okay. Hello, everyone. I'm going to read Human We Are. I have 2 poems. This is the first one. Human we are. We live, we hurt, we love, we fight, we retreat, we cry, we hate, we hurt some more, we love harder yet, we grow, we mature, we become wiser still. What's left after death? Love remains. After death, love remains. Humans live to love. Even after death, humans live to love. The second poem I'm going to read is by one of my favorite writers. And the poem is called The Window Seat. I sit in the window seat of life, trying to define myself. My mind is cluttered, yet the pages remain empty. Self-definition can almost be too revealing. Sometimes the mind accepts, sometimes it rejects, and oftentimes it just disregards. Like most, I am defined by experience, people, places. I am a combination of personalities and realities. I am a searcher, searching for the necessity of life. I am a student of why. I am a product of the past, a wanderer of the present, and a dreamer of the future. I am an infusion of knowledge, emotion, and strength. I am moved by the creation around me, empowered by those who came before me. I am less than God. created to be more than man. I am a reaper of harvests and sower of seeds. I am worn, but determined. I am limp, but still rising. I am the face of one, but the reflection of 1,000 generations. And yet, I am still being defined. That's the window seat. And that writer of that poem is my sister. Thank you.
Excellent, CJ, excellent. I love your reading and your combination of it.
Please,
Your combination of everything, lovely. Shyamaprasad sir wants to say something. Yes, go ahead, sir. Please go ahead, sir. Shyama sir, please. Unmute your mic.
hello, good evening, ma'am. Actually wanted to know the name of the writer of this poem, your sister, incidentally. Please disclose the name.
Oh, her name is Loris Wallace. Lyris Wallace.
Oh, very beautiful poem, very nice poem. I like it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, CJ. Thank you. That was lovely. Please give me a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome. Sir, go ahead. Shyama sir, please go ahead. Please go ahead, sir. Shyamaprasad Patnaik.
Thanks, Prasannaji, for inviting me. And good evening, everyone, and all the renowned poets over here. The title of my poem, which I'm going to recite, is She is an epitome of beauty. She is an epitome of beauty and elegance. When she walks amid moonshine, her glow outshines effulgent moon numerous times. Her grace and demeanor so fine. She has blue and transcendent eyes. Cerulean, cavernous eyes mesmerize everyone. Her unblemished cuties possess such alluring glow, whole ambience transformed radiant. She was so gorgeous, emitting sweet glow. Her hypnotic glamour engulfed everyone's heart. Her cheeks quite soft like snow, looks so tender and cute. She is exclusive one in God's creation. Even omniscient might be in wonders. She should have descended from heaven. She is no less than a fairy princess. My romantic adoration for her has begun, yearning for her consent and passionate promise. And that is the end of my rendition. Thank you for listening and watching me.
Beautiful, sir. Beautiful. So beautiful. I mean, what would I say? Yeah, beautiful. Please welcome Isaac Cohen. Please. Isaac, please unmute your mic. Isaac Bizo Prince.
Dear Kumar, dear Richard, dear friend, Isaac Cohen, accept. Take me to the nice world without war. Give me a sense of butterfly without borders. Please water me with nectar of love for encouraging my wind. Thank you, my flower. And the second, building. I flew to the sky to observe the world. I saw the art life of children. I heard the knock of troubles. I built a home in Itacha for his mind, a place with poetry and art. I entered nice music to his earth, art. Come with me to fulfill yourself. And the third, this is about color. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay. Icon, red. Red freezes me. My mind mixes the sense of trouble. Only a small tomato healed me. Thank you, Icon, Israel. And I hope the peace will come and kidnap will bring to his family and to all the world with peace and love and connection and culture. Thank you.
Thank you. And
Thank you,
Isaac is
friend.
always love. Is a great seeker of peace.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Please
thank you.
welcome Dr. Sudipta Mishra. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Am I audible? Prashant sir,
Yes,
am I
yes.
audible?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you. Last time I got disconnected. Shall I recite my poem?
Okay. Yes.
The Odia poem is Anveshana. ମୁଁ ତୁମକୁ ଖୋଜି ବୁଲେ ମନ୍ଦିରରେ, ମସଜିଦରେ, ଗିର୍ଜାର ଅଗଣାରେ, ସବୁଠାରେ, ବ୍ୟାକୁଳ ଅନ୍ତରରେ, ପାଏ ନାହିଁ ତୁମ ସତ୍ତା, କାହିଁ କେଉଁଠାରେ। ପ୍ରଭୁ, ତୁମେ କେଉଁ ପାଷାଣ ମୂର୍ତ୍ତିରେ ଅଛ, ନା ଧାତୁରେ, ନା କାଷ୍ଠ ବିଗ୍ରହରେ। ତମ୍ବରୁ ତ ବାହାରିଥିଲେ ନୃସିଂହ ରୂପରେ, ତା ଦେଖି ବୁଝାଏ ମନକୁ। ଅବୁଝା ମନ ମୋର ପୁଣି ଦେଖେ ଶିଶୁର ହସରେ, ପୁଣି କଣ ଫୁଲରେ, କୁହ ପ୍ରଭୁ ତୁମକୁ ପାଇବି କି କେବେ, କାହିଁକି ଅନ୍ୱେଷଣ। ଇଏ କି ମୋ ଭକତିର ପଣ, ଅବା ତୁମ ପାଇଁ ମୋ ପ୍ରୀତିପଣ। Now the translated form is quest. Searching for you inside the temple, inside the mosque, even inside the church. Everywhere I seek you with a broken heart. Never did I find you. No, nobody has seen thee so far. Where are you now, O my Lord? Can anyone trace you in a still image? No, nobody has found you so far. Neither you are made of any metal, nor from any pieces of wood. But you are everywhere, smilingly seated on the lofty seat of my heart. Nobody can create you, my Lord. I fought from me once. You emerged from the pillars of a palace in the ferocious Nursinga avatar. Again, I console my mind. This restless mind finds you in a glory of a blooming flower, and sometimes I gaze to my Lord, in the cute little smile of a toddler. Tell me, my lord, will I ever be close to you? It had been years since I tried to search for you. Bereft of your essence, I'm lost now. Now I think why this quest is made to justify my devotion or to intensify my lovely emotion. Both poems are over now. Thank you for listening to me.
Beautiful, ma'am. So beautiful. Oh, yeah, I love it.
Thank
Spectral. Very nice, rendition. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome, I don't see, Dr. Ganga Lakshmi Patnaik.
A pleasant evening to one and all present here. I am Ganga Lakshmi Patnaik, India. Delighted to wish you happy Sunday and like to recite a poem. Title is Writing the Flowers. Writing the Flowers. My love for flower that blooms when sun kisses, morn begins, face brightens up, makes me happy. In night, flower shines like pearl, with glance of moon, grinned merrily with stars' lullaby. But flower cries when hurt by others, popping noises if dehydrated somewhere else. Her sounds are so high-pitched that cannot be tolerated. When thirsty, she makes airborne sounds. During night, flower plant takes oxygen, being reacted if she is touched by others. Her grief, hard to bear, whispers in the dark cries when overtaxed. Floral tears flow if doesn't stop. Play jazz classical music for its stimulation. Lift her to an affectionate green garden where the echo of someone's voice tells her warmly, I love you. This morn, a stern thief cut branches, blossoms, disturbed the flower's emotional bond with remaining. Pluck not flower from plant, win touch of blessing, give little touching, combat chilling. Now my rendition is over. Thanks, dear poet friends, for listening the poem. Thank you.
Poem on flower, very nice and kind of, thought-worthy. It's always should give a thought to it when plucking a flower. What amount of pain that it undergoes. Wonderful, man. Always. And happy Sunday to you. And thank you for inspiring everybody with your writing every day. Every day you write, you both. So thank you for inspiration. Thanks for joining. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was a lovely poem. Very lovely. Very. Please welcome Mr. Laxman Rao. Laxman Rao. Sir, please unmute your mic. Laxman Rao, sir. Please unmute your mic. Rezauddin Stalin. Sir, unmute your mic, please. Rezauddin Stalin. Laxman Rao, sir. Yes, go ahead, please. Please unmute your mic. Again, you muted. Please unmute your mic. Laxman Rao, sir, and Rezauddin Stalin.
So, is it okay, sir? No?
Yeah, please. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Well, this is a short poem of mine, which I would like to have a share screen so that everybody can follow. Here it goes. 1 second. So I'll just recite the poem like, I don't know whether the screen is shareable or not. So here it goes, like the blessed words. Like every poem, every poet and the poem, like whenever you go with the poem, like you're gifted with certain words. Like there are certain words that you go with the flow. So here it comes to the poem like the blessed words. When was the last time that you gazed within? When was the last time that you gazed within and observed the absorbed orbit around you? When was the last time you let your vision wander? When was the last time you let your vision wander with the art filled with awe and visual wonder? The mystic in you corners the mysterious forces, transcending the mundane through magic and mystery. While the poet in you is still pondering on the outwards, though he is buoyed in his view, viewing process. It's about the faith and trust we put forth in what being enclosed and what is revealed to us. From beyond the veil lies our prerogative power to transmit our thoughts into the multiverse. Be blessed with the words and verses that bring bliss. Be blessed with the words and verses that bring bliss, as no knowledge is certain of any specific outcome. So that's how it went through. In the sense, like we are uncertain of what would be the outcome of our poem, what would be the next word of our poem. So we are uncertain of the outcome of our poem. That's what it all meant. I believe like I was a little bit hazy here and there because of this screen sharing. Yes, sir. Tell me.
Lovely, sir.
Yeah.
Lovely. Beautiful. Yes, go ahead, sir.
So I have another one. So it's a roundlet form. I'm a poet. I'm a poet, not yet. I'm a poet, not yet. While I'm in the making, I'm a poet. I'm a mystic whose mind speaks. Which manifests and beauty speaks. The truth transcends, and that's unique. I am a poet. It's a French form of a poem, wherein it's called as a roundlet form. And we have several forms in French, rondu or rondo. We have several forms of French poems, and this is one sort of a poem.
You certainly are a poet, sir. Undoubtedly.
That's not. Your takes themselves for granted as a poet, but until unless it's not been posed by others and read by others, and so it's not like certified by others. Like we can't take ourselves for granted, saying that we are a poet. That's what I feel. Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you, sir. Thank you. On that note, please give a round of applause to dear Laxman Rao, sir. Please, thank you for your beautiful poem. Please welcome our Razauddin Stalin. Razauddin Stalin is from Bangladesh. Yes, he could stop share. Yes. Sir, Razauddin Stalin. Razauddin is gone, so it's not here. So he left. Razauddin, sir, please unmute your mic. Reza, sir. Razauddin, please unmute your mic. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Yes. Can you all hear?
Give him an idea of how to unmute. Perhaps he's not sure.
Okay, I just have message him. It's been stuck and maybe it's internet issue. Anyways, go ahead with my poem and then we'll just end the show. Am I audible? Can you hear me out? I don't know. I have just. Yes, Sneha ma'am? Yeah, it's gone.
You want to make sure like everybody hears you. You want to make sure like
No,
everybody hears you.
I don't know because it's been like frozen and
Obviously,
so I can.
obviously.
Anyway, I'll go ahead with my reading and let us see if I'm audible or not. Shyamaprasad sir. Anyway, here it is. You could enjoy this reading. Maybe you could like. Yesterday storms. I can't say how I feel. I can't say how I could deal. No matter what I say, no matter what I pray. My reality is real. My sensibility is surreal. It's the ocean that divides. It's the waves that transcends. Our sea of emotion, our swell of passions, big waves drown us, we submerge in the abyss. The small waves push us. We will be washed away to the safety of our shores, unable to gain strength to regain the lost endurance, nurtured by sun's kiss, fostered by aurora's bliss, and moon's effervescent glow. Empty spaces become darkness, void expanse calling for the brightness, no longer aligning. The stars meant to shine through the rain, peep through the pain, looking past the path to nowhere, yet moving further to clear the matter, expecting some way to better, a more favorable destination, a more field of fascination, returning back to the confines, leaving back the sentient terrains of yesterday storms. That's the end of the piece. It's written in collaboration with Carrie David. Carrie David. I hope you see this. Yeah, it's written 3 years back. I hope it is good. You enjoyed it. Thanks for being here tonight. And
It was awesome. Like we will never get the yesterdays. So we'll tomorrow's.
Happy Bastille Day. Happy Bastille Day. At least I hope there's no revolution anywhere here yet.
Prasanna, what is the name of the anthology you speak of?
Reach for the Sky, sir. Reach for the Sky.
Reach for the Sky.
I shared the details with you. Maybe I could again share in the group.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So Rizauddin sir, can you able to switch on your audio? I mean, Reza sir. Sir, please unmute your mic. Go ahead. One, two, three. Sir, please go ahead, sir. Go ahead, reading. Anyways, let's wind up the show. We'll see you on next week, same time, same day, and we have poets coming up. Poets talk about poets coming up, and this Wednesday, please watch for it. It goes live on Facebook. See you all next week. Thank you. Thank you for.
Thank you.